Listen here, Mase. When you talk, I don't say a thing. When I talk, I want the same respect. Now, what I told you was...
Go ahead and talk about the Gene Deal situation. Now, Gene Deal got put on blast by Mase, the rapper who was on the Bad Boy record label in the early, late 90s, obviously during an iconic period of time for them. And, this month on the Grammys, Diddy did a speech. Now, a lot of people have a lot to say about this, and that's what we're going to be going in on right now here on RadioTubeTV.com. Now, apparently, even for this particular person, Puff Daddy, who's all up in the videos and trying to be an artist after Notorious died, there's some sketchy things going on. And I've been actually following Gene Deal for quite some time. Now, Mase calls into the Gene Deal show and accuses him of not doing anything, when Biggie got killed. So he's trying to blame him, saying, hey, you didn't do anything, which seems kind of strange, even though you're security for Puffy, which means you're supposed to be guarding and protecting the artist, not doing other things, is what he was saying. So the problem is Puffy has not been loyal to his artists who have pushed him to the billion-dollar status that he's on today on the Forbes list. Puffy was had a bad reputation for using and abusing artists as a company that promotes independence from thinking a label is the answer. We love to report on issues like this, but when these types of issues arise in the music business, it's because the business model for music industry is dead because of social media, for the most part, from what people are saying. But people are still making money. But all the new rappers and singers are choosing to self-fund their careers because they were not able to own their own masters back then. If you're signed to a label, they own the masters, they own everything. And usually, most likely, when you are a newly signed artist, it's like you don't really get a great deal. So I guess, maybe that's the thing that he's telling the artist, like, hey, this is your first deal, we'll give you a $20,000 advancement, and then that's pretty much all that Mase received from all of the music that he created. So it was very interesting how Puff Daddy got on the Grammy Award speech that he, obviously he has to have a speech, and he prepared that speech, and it was very moving. But if you didn't know the back end of his business, he's never done any of his artists right at all. So today's musicians can use social media to grow their following and sell directly to their fan base. My question to you guys listening, do you believe that artists really do need to sign a record deal with major labels now because of the way social media is going? Or do you believe that using the label is beneficial because in the outrun you can end up getting more fans, more access to deals, brand deals, and other things, other streams of income? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Obviously, on the website, RadioTubeTV.com, you can look at the post Mase and Gene Deal. Go ahead and comment below if you're watching on the site right now. The issue with Puffy treating his artists like an ATM machine came to head because Diddy was never paid any of his musicians that were under the Bad Boy label what they earned and what they were worth. He always paid what he felt like paying, not what they were due. So Mase went to IG and stated he was only paid $20,000 for all the music he wrote for the Bad Boy label. All the songs Puffy was on with Mase were written by him, not Puffy. Diddy has a bad rep for two things: not paying his artists fair wages, and also allegedly Diddy was also involved with the murder of Notorius B.I.G. Allegedly. I ain't saying that he did it. This is all rumors, but until 3 days ago, Gene Deal had a surprise call from Mase on his live show, hosted on YouTube. And the Gene Deal show, the ex-bodyguard tells stories about his experience as a behind-the-scenes muscle for Puff Daddy. And he also claims he was not a bodyguard for Biggie the night of his death. So we're not sure why he went in on this show and keeps continuing to do this type of material if he doesn't want this type of feedback. But Mase has been very quiet. He actually was a pastor in Arizona as well as many other places, said to be a protege of Creflo Dollar. I tried to go to his church, but unfortunately I got lost when I was in here in Phoenix trying to find it, so I couldn't really get to him. But I do have some mutual friends, and they said he was super spooked when, Biggie died and he just went to becoming a pastor. And I'd say he must have knew something pretty crazy if he went to becoming a pastor instead of working with Puffy. But now we know the truth. It's probably because he didn't get paid. There's no spooky shit about that. He wasn't paid. So the main situation here is that Gene Deal got upset, and a lot of people think he did it. So let me show you what he said, and then you be the judge, and I'll be right back for some more commentary.
Is he? Yeah, this he. What's up?
Yo, Gene, what's good? This Mase.
Mase, what's going on, Playboy?
talk to you, man, because number one.
You want me to put you on the show or what?
I mean, you can. You on the show right now?
Yeah, I'm on my show right now, Mase.
Yeah, I don't mind. I just like Dean, I know you. So I mean, the first thing I think when you be saying stuff, I think you need to be more truthful, man, because you were there and you saw some things, but it seemed like you doing stuff for ratings instead of just being real. If you're gonna tell people the truth, don't blemish my name and try to make your show look better. Tell the absolute truth, man.
How do I blemish your name, Mase?
I know, but you keep saying stuff like me and Diddy, like, you know I'm a real man. Like, why you guys looking at me funny about what you saying, bro?
How I got somebody? Hold up. How do I have somebody looking at you funny, Mase?
I mean, just straight up, because like you saying funny stuff about religion and all that, like me and him praying, like, yo, I don't even play like that, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something. Like, did I say you and him was praying together? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
I know you to be a real one. I know you to be a real one.
Go ahead.
I know you to be an upstanding guy. So I'm not expecting no funny business from you. Like, even in your show, you said some stuff about you and Puff was taking a picture with his dude shot Big before he even got killed. But you never really addressed that. So if you're gonna start addressing stuff, bro, address the real stuff, man. Don't be playing around, because this is not a game. This is people's life. And I'm the only one really willing to say something or to do something about it. I ain't hiding behind no YouTube and all of that.
So you saying, Mase, hold up. You saying that you know who I am. You know you. Go ahead.
I'm saying in your video, it's in your video where you said you took a picture with a nigga who shot Big. That's crazy.
Bruh.
You said took a picture with him.
Bruh. You're not listening. Bruh, listen here. Mase, when you talk, I don't say a thing. When I talk, I want the same respect. Now, what I told you was, and what you didn't hear, was they showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who killed, that Lil C said killed Big. The FBI said they saw the picture too. When they showed me the picture, they had the nigga face blurred out. I didn't say I took a picture. I said the FBI. Yo, bro, I said the LAPD showed me a picture of me, Puff, and the nigga who shot Big. The Lil C said.
Why would you, Puff, and Big? Why would you and Puff be taking a picture with a dude who did that? That don't make no sense.
Because they showed me the picture. I don't know who took the picture. What do you mean? The nigga walked up the Puff car first. And I see.
Why was y'all with him?
Puff was in the car. I was standing on the outside. This nigga was coming up down the drive. He was coming down the street. What are you talking about? Okay, so if you want to say something, Mase, tell us why you didn't go. Mase, why you didn't go to the party? Mase, why you didn't go to the party?
Because I was in a hotel with Brandy.
Why you didn't go? Brandy told you, you told me that Brandy told you, let's go to the party. Why you didn't go to the party?
I didn't go to the party because all y'all seem like snakes. And I'm not going to be no niggas.
So, Mase, who told you? Mase, didn't I tell you? Listen here, Mase. Did I tell? Let's keep it 100. When you was riding around,
Let me answer.
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question. You guys was the security. If somebody shot the biggest rapper in the world, why y'all didn't shoot back? Y'all had guns?
Mase, let me ask you something. I'm gonna get to that. Mase, Mase, one question. When you was riding around Cali with Stevie J, didn't I pull you to the side and say, what the fuck fuck is you doing in a drop top Benz riding around with Stevie J around Cali? Did I say that to you? Mase. Did I say that to you, Mase? That's some sucker shit. You hear what he just said? You don't want to know the truth. That was your man, Mase. Mase, you want to feel a certain kind of way, brother? You tell the truth. That ain't the only reason why you didn't go. You was in the room with Brandy.